What is up, everybody, and welcome to our How To mini series. Now, hopefully you're here to get some knowledge, and this is the right place. Now, before you do anything, I want you to hit that subscribe button and tick that little bell notification, because you'll get to know when we publish videos, but also, and more importantly, and I'll come on to why that's important, you get notified when our live stream comes out on a Friday. Okay, so this video was filmed as part of our live stream that we do on a Friday at 7 o'clock UK time. Now, that show's called The Long Run Show. It also is a podcast, and you can get that on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. You can get that every week on those platforms. And these how-to videos are a part or taken out of those live stream sessions that we've done. So this video, you'll probably see me staring a lot in front of me, because I'm looking at like Wilco and admin and Tote and things like that. But basically, we're talking about the subject that this video is about, and that's where this content's come from. So again, most important than anything else, make sure you subscribe, get that bell notification, because then you'll get notified when we come out with the live stream on a Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, and you can tune into that live and be part of the audience, which is really awesome. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. The next part is me talking through the podcast, through the live stream, about the subject, and hopefully it helps you. And yeah, so we better get stuck in.
All right, okay, I get this one a lot. Marathon hacks, right? 40. What's your sort of number one marathon tip, hack? Yeah, yeah, I suppose that's that's probably the best way to describe it. What's your top marathon hack? Okay, right. I tell you what, I'm going to give you a few because I'm feeling generous. So, firstly, is I like, and these are real hacks, right? I like a cup of coffee in the morning, black coffee before I do a run. That just for me seems to fuel up my run pretty good. Another one, some of these I've been told, by the way, okay? I do like a banana, like later on after my run. That seems to help me in terms of my muscles and recovery. I mean, I might be going mad here, right? But bananas, we know, have got awesome stuff in them. What else? Vaseline is a good one. Vaseline, use Vaseline everywhere, if you know what I mean, but put it between your toes, right? Vaseline between your toes is an awesome one. Because it can just really protect, especially if it rains, but it can stop some of those blisters early doors. What else have I been told? Oh yeah, if you're struggling with a little bit of plantar or whatever, put a bottle, take a little bit out, put it in the freezer and roll that under your foot. That's a good one. Or do that with a tennis ball as well. Stick that in the freezer. That's a nice one to roll under your foot when you're doing your stretching, and that kind of stuff. What other hacks are KT tape for your nipples? Stick that over your nipples, stop nipples bleeding. What other hacks have I been told? Tips. Yeah, okay. I think another one for me is probably about the eating side of things. I leave a good couple of hours before I eat. Some people are different, but I've learned to. Maybe it's a hack. It's just, I think it's being sensible, but I'm 3 hours before I eat for a long run. So I would say it's a bit of a cheat, bit of a hack, but it's finding a good window in which to eat, right, before round. The other one, actually talking about eating and drinking, I take on my training runs out of my electrolyte drinks. And you might think that's a real obvious one, but I wasn't doing that, and I was getting myself really dehydrated. And then I thought to myself, why haven't I got one of them filled with like electrolytes, and the other one filled with water? Made no sense. So, if you're going out there doing marathon training, have one of them with some electrolytes in. It seems obvious, but I never used to do it. Proper hack for marathon training. In your hydration pack, always take some tissues with you. So I sound crazy, and also put a hat in there. Little things like that, they can make a big difference. If it starts raining, put the hat on, keeps the rain out of your eyes. But if you get caught short as well, put it in there. But also put them in a freezer bag, because also if it starts hammering it down, you can put your phone in that freezer bag and keep it dry in your backpack. I think, yeah, the only last one I'd say in terms of marathon training, especially winter marathon training, is If it's raining, you've got to go out and run. Start off with a black bag over you, not over your head, obviously, but cut some sleeves out. Start off, and then when your body gets up to temperature, take it off. That's one that I got told to do, and it does work actually. It just helps us. Don't go out cold, because those dark mornings, freezing mornings, and stuff like that, you want your body, to get warmed up, and it can be really unmotivating. So you're nice and warm inside. Put the black bag up. Actually, that's a couple more tips, hacks for you. Firstly, in the winter, put your gloves, snood, and hat on the radiator, and even if you're wearing a base layer, put that on the radiator so it's nice and warm when you put them on. In the summer, reverse. If you're going out, put your gels in the fridge. Put your water bottles in the freezer. Yeah, obviously leave a little bit out so they're frozen, so they melt as you're going along. That's another tip. 2 tips, 2 hacks for the price of one. So yeah, so there's some of the tips and hacks from my side. Quite interesting. Again, they're things that people have told me. So let me know. Email in and let us know your hacks and tips and things like that for marathon training. But there's some of the things that I've known, and some of the things I do. Some of them a bit random, but they may just help you when you're out there doing your marathon training this year.
Right guys, so hopefully that was useful. Let me know in the comments, was that super useful? Was that super interesting? If you've got something you want to talk about on the show, email in at longrunshow@gmail.com, and we'll say we'd love to have you live on the show, 7 o'clock every Friday. If you can't catch us there, then make sure you listen to us on your favourite podcast provider. All right, that's it from me guys. I'll catch you later.